Good afternoon. Welcome to another First Descendant stream. I'm going to be starting to grind on the Ultimate Gley Catalyst. Draconus and I were both working on trying to get Ultimate Gley, and they actually already procured that particular one. So we're going to be probably teaming up in a bit, if all goes well, and trying to work on, I believe, the energy cells or this biocells blueprint. But since this is one I need alone, I figured I'd jump on here and start trying to grind that out, and maybe we'll get lucky. But on that note, let's jump into the game. Hopefully, I know where the hell I'm going. Let's check the audio. All right, that was a little quiet. That should do better. So we are heading here. So we don't have far to go. I have forgotten what the part number was with the amorphous material. Not this one.
Inesbrea, how?
February. Ultimate Gley. 90, no, 72 or 102 if it drops. This is the location. $72. Wow, that was well, I got the right location for 72. We can go. That is the transporter. Where's the reactor? That is not the quest you're looking for. Reactor. That is the one we're trying. That is a bit more of a distance than I was expecting. The other ones were significantly closer, but it's still in the same zone at least. And there's a reactor. Why do I hear beeps? Alright, Draconus will be joining me in a few minutes. He got what he was working on started. Cool. Maybe I'll get amazingly lucky and be able to pull this off in just a couple runs. That would be pretty wild. Not my experience. That is for sure. Oh, that was the wrong button click. Go me. Oh, jeez. 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 Ow!
Oh, damn. Maybe I got a bit cocky.
Maybe. And this is the right location. Sweet. We will use that one. Hopefully get a 32%. Yes! First one! That is not how this works. I am so happy. Okay, I'm gonna head back to Albion. I do not believe that. Holy crap, I got that one basically for free because I stepped in. And I didn't even get a chance to shoot at any of the the 4 reactors that are in that particular area. And then the first one was what I needed at the void reactor in order to be able to get the item. That's amazing. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna get cussed out so bad. I am afraid that means I'm going to be paying for this very, very badly with this last part that we are going for. Oh, damn. That is insane. I have burned through 70 of those pieces to try to get one of those pieces that I needed for the ultimate bunny. And that was one. First time getting the drop and first time actually getting the item I was looking for. That is absolutely wild. And I have that recorded, so if anybody doesn't believe me, like Draconus, he can look at it later and then let the stream of profanities just pour out. Oh, that was wild.
You have something to ask of the great Reina?
No. I don't have anything to ask. Need more relics in order to be able to unlock anything further. That is nuts. Alright, well, while I'm waiting for him to get on here, I will look up the next part that he and I will both be grinding to get, which will give us all of the blueprints that we need. Okay. I have all the blueprints. Why did I think we had 2 still to do? Oh, I forgot. I knocked out... How did I forget? I knocked out 2 of them in our last session. Not just one of them. So I have everything that I need blueprint-wise. Now I just need to cultivate these particular reagents, which he has to do as well. Okay.
When I was with the dispatch corps,
I got my wires
no
crossed.
idea how happy I am to be an elder.
But that means for the last part that we're going for or going to get for him, we already have what we need. I already have what we need, which means it'll be a shorter trip. That's insane. Also, I need to learn to drink. Well, isn't that festive? Yellow, though. Interesting. Make sure I'm in the channel. Yep. In channel. Crazy. I'm waiting, I wonder if any of these are really quick material grinds. There's a couple of them, I only need a few. Let's see, this one, cooling metal jacket. White Knight Gulch, encrypted storage box. So this is based off of those. We're gonna go and do the normal. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I believe if we're partied, we both get resources from it. So that would be wasteful on my part to use that in advance. Okay. I'm glad I realized that now because that would have made our grinding even longer. So in reality, we are just waiting. Erosion purges. Sigma sector. That is so nuts. Well, while we are waiting, let's see if there's anything of interest in Battle Pass. I have unlocked a few things. Obtain all the rewards. So that completes the Battle Pass. Okay. Not enough for any of that. And yes, I have I can get that. Interesting looking visual. I will get skin for Freyna. The helmets, okay. That's just makeup. I mean, interesting backpack. I'll grab that. Do I want to get a hair or another outfit? I would probably wear that one over this one anyway, so probably not. Helmet, not really sold on. Very bird-like. Is there anything here I'd prefer? No. So I guess I'll get the hair. I already got it. No, it's locked. Why is it locked? I need to get another one of these. That is why. Ah, I have to get everything in order to be able to unlock it. Okay, whatever. And I'll have to get some additional level up passes to grab that. Fair enough. Fair enough. That is nice. Available coins. Quantum incubator. I am going to buy those because that I don't see that all that often. Decryption key, sure. Maybe be able to get some more materials to cultivate another fellow. Name card. I have unlocked a title. What's the title? Not on that side. Lumberjack, you say? Okay. Kinda weird. Energetic lumberjack. No. I still really like energetic. It especially fit my bunny character because of her electric build, but Inez is also very much an electric build. Person, cold-blooded, grizzled. I haven't unlocked all of them yet. That does not surprise me in the slightest. We are almost halfway. Quarantined, depraved, persecuted, abandoned, praising, captured, stored. Shrine, fleeing, forgotten, shattered, collapsed, lumbering. Intelligent, self. Abomination-y. Okay. Nimble, lethal, Empress. That one works with Empress. Single strike, Empress. Yeah, I'm not single strike. Although that V-punch skill, very, very nice. Horrifying, maybe. Lumberjack. Weird. Energetic, security guard, wasteland. Archery, accountant, relationship. Tuning. Actor, prowler, sniper, furnace. Weird, fixer. None of these are unlocked. Okay, I'm really liking the way this Excava is working. We are 4 points away from maxing this currently out. What is... I'm at 34, so I'm not at 40 yet, so I can't work on anything else. That one is level 40. I could work on this one. Use a activator on it. Not an activator. I already used the activator. I mean, use a... crystallization catalyst. Well, let's go ahead and look up a good build for the Excava. Oh, let's see here. Can we get that in a better format? Firearm, electric, critical point damage, weak point damage, but that's not going in mods. Let's be a little bit more specific with what we're asking here. It isn't even decked out. This looks a little bit more specific. $216, $716. 260. There's apparently been a change because I'm already surpassing that particular suggestion. It is not showing me the Excava build. Top 3 weapons for Inez: Enduring Legacy, Secret Garden, and Volta. Smithereens, Thunder Cage. Thunder Cage got a bit of a nerf, unfortunately, from what I hear. Rifling, reinforcement, weapon charge. Let's look at this and see what I have here. Rifling, reinforcement. I already have that. I like having ammunition. Fire rate, fully decked. That's good. This one is not on there. That's better for critical rate. Better concentration. And better insight. Movement speed while aiming. I have an aura that's not getting the benefit? No. The weapon is at max level, so let's go ahead and get a catalyst. What was the one that was the highest still? 16? And then M. Module settings. Not using an R currently, but doesn't hurt. Okay, that is to level 1. That drops my points dramatically. And I should be able to get better insight inside. Okay. And I can put more points into it. And I didn't save it. Better insight. What was the other one I pulled off? Special Forces. Speed while aiming, fire rate. Better concentration was one. I don't remember which one I decided to pull. External rounds. I don't want to necessarily drop that speed while aiming. We'll get rid of the round conversion for now. Am I mixing these two up? Better concentration, better insight, critical rate. Okay, I do not understand why that states that that is a viable option. I'm probably using the wrong one. Concentration, yes, not insight. All right. $262. Save. I have a guide quest to turn in. Guess I can knock that out while I'm over here. Or apparently you don't. You've got mail. Acquire.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right?
Alright, weapons. Excava. Firearm damage for critical, firearm rate. More criticals would be better. too high. Beginner's quest completed again. Research guide quests.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
I got the standard Gley catalyst for the base character. But that's not what my eyes are set on. Hello there.
Evening.
So,
Well, that settles that. I can't change my name in First Descendant.
well, that's unfortunate.
First Descendant Nexon states that the first platform that you log on with
Mm-hmm.
sets the nickname in game.
Okay. Well, I mean, you tried. So, I got my wires crossed, and I looked for the next location that I needed to get the catalyst from, because that was one I thought that you had already gotten the catalyst. So I went and I got it. And I mean, literally, I went and I got it. I went there, I stepped into the fight. The fight was over before it started because there was somebody else. I got credit. It gave me number 72. So then I went to look to see where the reactor would be. I go to the reactor and I use it for the first time, and I get the last Gley ultimate piece on the first try. I was flabbergasted.
No, I do have the catalyst.
I didn't even work for that part at all.
I had the catalyst and the cells.
You need
other
the
two.
ultimate piece.
I need the code
Mm-hmm.
and the one we were working on last night that I never got.
Okay. Well, aside from the raw materials, I have everything I need, so I will let you take the lead.
I need to get connected to my button. I don't ever use keyboard, so I don't know the keybinds to open the specific menus that I need.
All right. Oh, here's the guide stuff.
Okay, let's see. No.
Invite sent. And then I will toss you leader.
That's good. Need.
Should be a way to hand you leader.
I'm still on the loading screen.
Ah, okay. There we go. You've got it.
Oh dear God, this session is laggier than the one that I just came out of.
So there is someone dressed up like they are Mario. You see this guy right next to me? Except they have a puppy face.
Oh, yeah.
Someone thought that would fit within the first Descendant universe.
Let's see. So, actually, you know what? Easier way to do this.
You're just gonna go to the researcher?
Yeah, I can look at all the material or the two other pieces from the researcher. Because I could just look at Ultimate Gley through her, see the two pieces that I need. It's new research. I'm listening.
If
Are
it's
you?
old research,
Are you really?
I'm still listening.
Okay. Ultimate Gley. So I need the stabilizer and the code.
Okay. Well, we know about the stabilizer.
Damn it. Work with me here. Let's devour. That's not what I want to do. Okay.
We
Where
want
is
the
that?
Agna Desert Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor. We need to collect 92. So, who drops the 92 is the next question. Library enhancement material. Not enhancement material. We want...
The
92.
Vulgus, the Mirage Stone Vulgus Strategic Outpost.
Yes.
So I should be able to go here. Well, damn. On that loading screen, I'm gonna grab a drink. It's what happens when I'm not paying attention. Gotta pick up my drink, it's empty. I'm like, well, shit. Okay. So I need to on the map. We need to go
I'm right by it. Just come to me.
here. I still have to mark it because once you're so far away from me, I can't see you. There's an echo right here that I've never seen before.
You will do nothing.
My shield. Tamna. Let's end this.
Nope.
So I was playing Horizon Forbidden West, and I am exploring this particular area, revealing the map, and I ran across some hostile machines, and I'm like, okay. And so I'm sneaking around and everything, and then I turn while I'm hidden in the grass, and there's this giant war bear just literally breathing down my neck. If he would have moved like a fraction of an inch, he would have stepped on me and just swatted the life out of me. I was like, holy shit. It was something else, and I have that recorded. I was just like, oh damn. You know how like a fisherman, is out minding his own business, and then a bear just comes and stands right next to him? It was that kind of situation, except he didn't know I was there. Otherwise, I would be getting wrecked. So many vestigial organs. Nothing?
We'll need them from something. Nope.
I remember someone saying something that the vestigial organ was actually a good weapon. Could be mixing it up with another one though.
I'd have to remember which one the vestigial organ is. That's the launcher, right? The 4-barrel launcher?
Maybe.
Still nothing.
Nope. I burned all my luck. I hope I don't get any, because then it's just gonna be disappointing because I can't use it.
Yeah, the vestigial organ. That is actually really good for the infinite spam Gley build.
That's what it was in reference to. Okay.
Don't you dare run away. This is where it ends.
Still nothing. Jesus. Yeah, that's the one that I build, or I use on my my spam Gley build. Because you activate your you want to make your hair go white, you activate the one that extends or makes your ammo unlimited for X amount of time. Or you pull out the vestigial organ and then activate the unlimited ammo. And you can just sit there and spam with that motherfucker, because it's an automatic launcher. Or fully automatic launcher.
Loading.
Alright, now King.
I haven't gotten any.
Waste not the material. I think we burned our luck on this last night.
I burned, like I said, all my luck today.
Dude. Ba-doop. Nope. Well, shit. I'm gonna stand right here waiting on you like the fucking avenging angel.
The problem is you have to leave and come back in order to be able to activate them.
You can't escape. We will not fail.
I will have so many vestigial organs. Not
Hell no.
really. He'll
Jesus.
deconstruct.
Doo-doo.
Why are you shooting me?
There's one.
Nice. Two vestigial organs. Get two more, and or is it 5 of them to stack weapons for starring them up?
Well, the purple ones don't have that.
The purple ones don't do that.
No, that's only the unique abilities of the gold weapons. There's 2.
Nice. We just had to, shake them loose.
I had to look at him tormentingly.
Give me a amorphous material, and I'll make your death a quick one.
Give me what I need and the pain stops. There's 3.
Okay. We'll get, what, 5 and then go do a run?
Try to, yeah. Not one on that one.
Stabilizer!
I ain't even getting the stabilizers.
Well, I haven't gotten any of the amorphous materials. I did burn a 32% on that ultimate that I did today. So I did have that in my favor.
Ow, 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 ow. Stop it.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Nope. You know, if you really look at the size of Serena's assets, you can
Okay.
kind of understand why she kills everything and when she slams on them.
I think she gives Haley a run for money, and that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Inez, I think, is like the next down from that.
Nope.
Dare run away.
Oh, all for one and one for all.
Nope.
Still nothing.
Mm-mm.
That would be funny if there is actually a metric in the game. Like, you get it the first time, you're screwed forever.
Well, I got 3 in the first, and you know,
It still
3 in a
doesn't.
row. And
I have never ever gotten my first one for basically walking into the ring, used or not used an enhancement on the odds, and then immediately the first attempt to get the item that I'm wanting from the amorphous material. That's just unheard of. I had mentioned in the video or in the stream, I was like, I'm glad I have this recorded because I will at one point have one person cussing me out and I'll have another person telling me, Pixar, it didn't happen. But then they will become the person who wants to beat me the hell up. How did you do that?
I didn't land close enough to beat.
Will not fail.
I got no more fists. Sorry.
I didn't. Stacking up on that special material that's here, though. So
Yeah, that biomass.
yeah, we'll need that for something, I'm sure.
My arm feels better today. I don't know what happened. It just progressively got more rough the longer I had been streaming. I've not had that happen. So it's not like a sitting at the computer kind of injury. It's just
There's 4.
nice. Need one more.
Try something here.
Will not fail.
There it is.
There what is.
Nailing all of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. No?
Nope. So I have to go from here where I'm close enough to this one that it catches with the fire from the lunge. I catch him and the one there with the impact, and B with part of the impact.
Don't get lost.
Nope. So right about there's where I need to aim at, I think.
Will not fail.
There's 5.
Woo! All right. What in the world? That was strange. They didn't trigger it, but there was a reaction that just kept going. Look at this.
That one's a neutral, so
Yeah, but normally it just ignores it.
yeah. I think it's Ignis's electric abilities. It's just arcing trying to damage it, but it can't damage it because that's a neutral.
Gotcha.
So that one only like Gley and
Right.
Into the light. Ah, damn it. Die, asshole.
Power unit
Power
charge.
charge. Yeah. Crystallization catalyst.
I got another ultimate Gley. That's terrible. And I didn't even use the stabilizer or one of the devices.
Ow! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dick?
Get out of my way.
You're an asshole.
Thanks be to you.
Clairvoyance.
Blue beetle.
This is turning into another bunny.
I'm actually having an easier time getting ultimate Gley than Bunny. Remember, Bunny, one of the parts, just one of the parts took over 70 amorphous material.
Eliminating.
Of course, it didn't take that long for you.
Here it comes.
Power unit charge.
Catalyst.
Crystallization catalyst. Quit being a dick.
This is where it ends.
That was much more efficient.
Power unit
I have no more amorphous material.
Blue beetle. One more. You would expect this on the code. Ow, 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 ow. Quit being a dick. Quit being a dick.
Come on, out of the way.
Ow, ow. Listen, dick.
Ow!
Like this.
Oh! They had me
Oh.
almost knocked.
Like, I know I wasn't having this much
First
problem
stage of
last
life.
night, so
Shall repeat.
what the fuck did he do? Just ate his Wheaties this morning. Crystallization catalyst.
Alright, well, time to go get some more. So I know at least one of the materials that we are going to be trying to cultivate later is coming from the sarcophagi.
As always. Surprise! Ow, 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 ow. Dicks! Stop it.
Give up.
There's one.
So, is this decomposing things in my inventory? Because all of the vesicle organs are now gone in my inventory.
Probably.
Well, I'm I'm gonna have to lock them next time I get them. Otherwise, I'm not gonna keep them.
Oh shit.
You didn't go out, did you? Neither did I.
I did. It didn't. Like I stood where I always stand, but
Then it was probably me because I hadn't gotten out yet. Say again?
there's two.
Sweet.
Because I always stand right here so I can lunge and try and hit all three of the A, B, and C at once.
Don't get lost.
Nope. We're at two.
Mag change.
I don't know why it makes it where you have to walk out of that ring, because it quite literally tells me every time he dies that you left the mission.
Yeah. It knows.
Get out of my way.
Nope. Circle in there.
What? When? Where? What? Yeah.
Get out of the circle. You have like 6 seconds.
No! Oh. It was almost the end of the world.
It's always B.
What?
It's always B.
There's a new item in your lost and found.
Nope. Still on little.
I can't carry any more mods.
Yeah, you do have to break those down after a while.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, they added a fucking inventory limit to the mods. Why, I don't fucking know.
That's unfortunate. We're going to register
come
that
on.
one
They did a fucking
so
game.
it doesn't get destroyed.
Come on, out of the way. Give up. This is going to hurt.
Nope.
Pity we can't decompose them while we're out here and we have to wait till we get back to Albion.
Yeah. I need to go through and combine,
All those red ones?
yeah.
Yeah. It didn't work.
Here it comes.
Still two.
Somehow I am being associated with another mission. And I keep seeing Valby splashes.
Yeah, I keep seeing those over here.
I got benefit from the person doing that down here. How?
Oh, because you struck it. Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't have the right kind of weapon. It shouldn't
Green.
have.
Yeah, but you had hit it, and it probably hadn't fully reset it. And then they came in and struck it, so it just
Huh.
puts you into the...
And then whatever the skills that Valby uses that affect other players on their team was probably drawing it over here.
Which is weird because I didn't strike it, but even I was seeing it over here, so I don't know.
Get out of my way!
There's a new item in your lost and found. Nothing?
Nope.
Alright.
I got 3 because we went that way. I did another one, so
Gotcha.
I only need to burn.
I bumped into a friend of mine who caught me come online, and we caught up a bit about family and what's been going on and everything, and they didn't know that I was doing streaming,
There's
so
4.
shared with them a little bit about that, and I found out that both of their kids have gotten old enough that they've moved out. And I'm just like, yeah, my niece, she's freaking graduated high school and got her first job. It's like, what is this with life?
I think I feel.
Yeah.
I have a 20-year-old.
You will not fail.
Amorphous material!
I'm still at 4.
Here, take mine.
Yeah, if only.
But I mentioned the fact that they're welcome to come into MCM. They used to play a long time ago, and they're just welcome to come and hang out when we're streaming and everything. And said if they had any games that match any of the ones that we're actively playing, they're more than welcome to join us if we have openings.
Oh yeah.
The one they play right now primarily is Valheim.
Yeah.
They're relaxing.
That's actually on sale right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's part of the summer sale.
I already have it. It's just I haven't
don't have
actually
it.
played Valheim, and I think since close to the time that he and I had played together. So it's been quite a bit of time.
I bought 2 today. I bought the Isle and something else. Something that was on my wish list for like $1. Like tax and all, I paid like $2.49 for it. Still for it. All of Monster Hunter World's on sale right now. You can get the complete package for like 20-something bucks.
The base game's like for 100. Oh, not 100. $10. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, but you can
Thank
get
you
all
for
of
the
it.
follow.
All the gesture packs and everything for like 20 bucks right now.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, I still haven't even finished Monster Hunter Wild. Do I really want to? I
World
think
is-
if I was going to do it, Worlds would
There's
be
that.
the one that I go ahead and spring on, because of the fact you had mentioned that was probably the closest to Wilds. And since I'm working
Yeah.
backwards,
I mean, I'll run World with you at any point in time if you decide to get it. And I can, and since it's cross-platform, I can use my big ones and help you run through everything.
gotcha.
I can run my.
That's like $10, and then I think on sale the what is it? Oh dear God! Why am I drawing a blank?
Iceborne?
No, it's not related to Monster Hunter. It was another game I was looking at potentially trying.
I got the owl just because you run the owl and play as a dinosaur.
Let's end this.
It's kind of like a dino survival. I was about to say, how the fuck did you survive that?
I know, right? Blue Beetle.
There, boy.
The patriotism game. Why? Would you like to know more?
Oh, Helldiver?
Yes, Helldivers 2. I was looking at that. That's like $31.
Which is not bad for that game.
Oh my goodness. Talk about making me feel squishy. But they also liked like survival and crafting, so I'm like, they might want to try Once Human.
It's a good game. As confusing as it is.
Well, we wouldn't be playing it if it was.
Ow!
We weren't getting some enjoyment out of it, at least.
I just enjoy being able to build the bases the way we do.
Leave me alone!
This is going to hurt.
Clairvoyance.
No! I bet you didn't see that coming.
Why are you being such a dick?
Lost and found. I hear someone complaining.
Neighborhood.
Call me Jaba. No. Still won't do it.
They call me Tater Salad.
Map change.
Ow! Dick!
Again!
Boom.
The fuck are you hitting me with, asshole?
A Mack truck in very small form factor.
Apparently.
Revival complete. Thanks be to you.
Last one. Gaber code.
No! Okay. Once more.
With feeling.
I have no feelings left.
Right.
They've been beaten out of me.
Now I decided, since I moved that new area, because it was really pretty, there's like a road between it. So like, there's a road that runs through, and there's a lake on either side of the road. I'm on the one on the left. Toxic is on the lake on the right. Just
Oh,
really
Toxic
pretty.
moved away from where my house is, finally?
Yeah, like all of us moved last night, except for you, I think.
Yeah, oh, I moved, just not very far. I just moved large enough in order to be able to try to work on the whole Nova thing, which I still was not able to successfully do.
There's one. Yeah. So I decided to rebuild, so I'm gonna build like a 3-level base. The lower level is 2 walls high with double doors on the bottom and like this big like deck outside where my like solar generators and stuff like that will be until I get to the point that I can build my hydro generators. And then so all my crafting, my processing and stuff like that will be downstairs, and that'll be where most of my deviations are stored.
Okay.
And the units are. And then upstairs, the first level upstairs, I've already built, or at least started working on. I've got like the stove and the fridge to make a kitchen on the left side of it when you come up, because there's a spiral staircase in the center of the bottom level. that goes up to the top level. And
Out of the way.
figure I'll do like a study and stuff like that up there, and kitchen and all that, and then my bedroom, the living quarters, basically the bedroom and all, where my bed and all that is, will be on the floor above that. But in the kitchen, I've got like the stove on one side of it with the unit that holds the Chephosaurus Rex, and on the other side of the kitchen, I've got the fridge with the unit that holds the lethal rabbit. Because the lethal rabbit requires a cold area, so you can put it near the fridge. The Chephosaurus Rex requires a warm area, so you have to put it near where the stove is, but they can't cross each other, because when you go to a place like the fridge and the stove, you'll see a ring around, and that shows the area that the temperature affection is. And if they cross over each other, it negates that.
Gotcha. I have one vesicle organ saved, so I'm covered in that regard. I saw that headbutt. Another amorphous.
They'll only have one. And then when I build the upstairs where the bedroom is going to be, I'll put the unit that has the cat in it up there. And I've got Tinkerer now, so all furniture and stuff like that I build, I haven't really looked to see what it's doing to it, but all furniture and stuff that I build, because I'm a tinkerer, is supposed to get other unique effects.
Okay.
You were dead before you even spawned. You just didn't realize it. There's 2 first aid kits and red mod. That's a different red mod than usual. What does that do? For Eugen, sets up a first aid kit and grants first aid to allies.
Okay, so like an AoE heal?
Maybe.
Shocking, isn't it, folks? Another Morphous material?
I'm still only at 2. Well, I mean, you really need a bunch for like Blue Beetle and Clairvoyant, stuff like that.
That's true.
You gotta build multiple ones of those to get. You have to build at least 5 of those, so.
Yeah, the ones they don't tend to keep are the ones that either I've already built or are for characters that I don't care about having.
Yeah.
Like, Jeeber! Another Morphous material.
Still only at 2.
Maybe I should leave. I'm sucking all the luck.
Now I'm building it with, because I bought the customization pack to make my buildings look like a log cabin.
Oh yeah?
So I'm building it all with those skins.
Giving
I'll have
it
this
a very,
huge log cabin mansion beside a lake.
very nice.
Apparently not. I don't know if this server or if our server will do it or not, but I know the permanent servers are now definitely a thing, and what it is once the scenario completes,
You mean
you
the
get
season?
the option. No, the full scenario. I think we're on phase 3 of the scenario now.
Then what do you mean by scenario if it's...
So
Is
what
this
we're
it to be
doing,
confused with like a battle pass season?
No, because this is the
So
second
the
battle
scenario
pass
is
I've seen in this scenario.
main story?
Yeah, it's Manibus. So we're
Okay.
on the Manibus scenario, and once it's complete, you'll get an option to either continue or go to another scenario, which you'll lose most of everything that you've acquired. You'll lose your base, everything. Or you can choose to stay, and you'll stay on that server exactly as you are. Because used to what they did when the scenario is completed, those servers went down because they had like two or three sets of servers, because they run like, I would say like 6 sets of servers, because they run like 3 scenarios at once on different servers. And when this, what they would do with the, they'd have 3 sets up and 3 sets on standby, and they'd go ahead and get the next 3 scenarios set up on the next servers. So when the 3 they're currently running went down, those servers would close. You would choose which of the new scenarios you went to, and then they would start forming the next scenarios on the 3 sets that were down.
Is it at an upper tier to show that you're going from a lower level scenario to a higher level scenario, another amorphous? Or is this basically just starting from scratch on a new map?
I think it's the same map, just a whole new storyline on top of it. Like, things go different. Like, I know there's one scenario that's running right now.
So kind
Winter
of
is
like
something
a
another.
not progressive. What is that term where it changes? Well, no, because you're saying that it changes quests.
Oh yeah, everything changes. Deviations change, everything.
Will not fail.
The bosses change. Like right now, I know there's a winter scenario going where the entire map is covered in snow and ice. The whole map is in winter. So you have to pay attention to your temperature and everything, and build your gear to withstand cold climates and all.
But
And I know there's one that's like a 0 gravity scenario.
Eliminate.
the vibe that I'm getting from that is basically just a hard reset.
Yeah, and that's why they lost a lot of their player base
Because
during
everybody
that.
had put all the work into it only to lose it all.
Everybody was getting tired of constant resets, so they come up with the permanent server and the custom servers. I think the custom server, you can put whatever scenario you want to on it, and I think you can change scenarios at any time.
That I think would be the more ideal one.
But I don't know if it does the server wipe when you change scenarios, or if you have access to the Eternal Lands. I don't know, because there is an area
What
called
is the Eternal Lands?
So when you open your
I saw
like when you
the
hit a-
entry option, or the selected option for that.
Yeah.
I just don't know what
So-
it is.
That is an area that is outside of time. So you go in there and carry anything that you want to keep that you do not want to lose. You transfer it over to the space-time backpack, and you can access it inside of the Eternal Lands. So anything that you build inside of the Eternal Lands stays. But you can't carry materials and stuff like that because you use a different material to build everything in the Eternal Lands. You have to do all your resource farming and everything in the Eternal Lands because you don't get like wood and stuff like that for chopping the trees. You get time sand or something like that, and you use the time sand to build everything.
So that's just a different map that is persistent, is all that is.
Yeah. And so you can build stuff and keep stuff and everything and still be able to...
Can you hop in and out of the Eternal Lands?
Yeah. At any point in time. And wherever you went into the Eternal Lands from, so like if you went into the Eternal Lands from your base, when you come out of it, you'll be standing in your base.
And anything that you manufacture in the Eternal Lands stays there?
Yeah.
So weapons,
So
buildings,
you have
everything.
essentially three different backpacks. You have the backpack that you use in game, you have the time space backpack that you can shift stuff into the Eternal Lands, and then you have an inherit backpack, which is for character sharing. So you put it in the inherit backpack, and then if you decide, you know, I want to run a character on this server with this scenario at the same time, you put it in the inherit backpack,
Will not fail.
and the character on the other server can pull it out. There's 3 more Morphus.
You got 3?
Yeah, I'm up to 3 now.
Okay. I don't know. It could be just me, but I feel that they've made it more convoluted than it really needs to be.
It does get a little bit complicated. But I do like the idea of a game that the story is constantly changing. Because I've always got something to do then. Instead of I run through the storyline, hit max level, and then I'm just on that server not really doing anything anymore other than trying to find little rare hidden items and stuff like that. Just existing. Eventually the story, the scenario will change and I have to do even more. I've got a whole other storyline. Kind of like, while like, the fuck? Something. I don't know what it was, but something. Kind of like why I like, there's 4.
Nice. I am stuck down with Valby because it pulled me out of the quest.
Starfield. Because once I complete the storyline, I choose whether I stay in that line or I walk through the door, upgrade my character, and start over, and things in the universe have changed.
This is going to sting.
Alright, I'm headed up.
I really need to get back on Starfield because I started a new character and started streaming it, and just I did like 1 session where I got up to where I could do my piloting cheese to max my piloting, where I can still and pilot any ship out. Got it almost max, and it got really late that night, so I logged off and I haven't been back on it since. Pirate even jumped in when I was on that, and he was like, so how many times have you reset it? What are you up to now? 15? I'm like, oh no, this is a whole new character. Like, I started this one just so I could stream the playthrough. Oh, there's a 3rd over there now. VM Church. Because he knew the last time he had talked to me, I'd already reset my world like 3 times.
Come on, out of the way.
There's 5.
All right.
Matrix Reconfiguration. There's another red mod.
Load.
We
Hi,
got
guys.
sucked in.
Here I go.
Oh.
You can't escape. Reload.
All right, quickly before they reset it.
I'm still in the materials, but then I will. I'm out! I'm out! Run away! You're going the wrong way. There you go.
Give me some credit. Only slightly.
Absolutely not. Never.
They don't call me lost for no reason.
Come on, Dick. Rez. I know you're gonna be a dick. Miss me!
Here it comes.
Miss me again! Now you die. Phenomenal cosmic power. J-Bucko.
Crystallization catalyst. Ow! It's out. Cool.
Ow, 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 ow. Go away.
I'm really
Ow, 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 ow.
More power. Chamber code.
Beater. Beater. Beetle. God. It's a t-shirt. A white one. It's called a beater.
Woohoo!
Ow!
He don't like you.
No! It's mutual! Catalyst.
Clairvoyant.
Killing the people behind us.
I just need one thing, damn it. One thing.
Only.
give up.
There are
Think of
some
HP
times when she moans after getting hit that I get Dark Souls vibes.
Clairvoyance. I just want my ultimate vampire chick, damn it.
Don't you dare run away.
nuke, but I got killed.
I bet that hurted.
It did. I feel violated.
Crystallization catalyst.
Chamber code.
Motherfucker.
Was that your last one?
Yep. That was 5. We just burned through them really quickly.
I only had 4, I thought. Maybe I had 5 too.
I had 5. I think you did only get 4 through that run.
But I did a catalyzation each time. Not catalyzation, a amorphous. Weird. Maybe I missed picking one up and didn't realize it.
Maybe.
DM Church is still here.
No, I missed it. Oh well. Hi, we're back.
Load.
I believe we should live here.
Yes, out of my way.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Eliminate.
Amorphous material.
Nothing.
Reload.
Nada. Nothing.
Don't want to get lost.
There's one.
Yep. Got one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you familiar with that?
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does that ring any historical archived memories?
Not really.
No. I did that with someone at work and they actually picked up on it. I'm like, holy crap. How far did the brain transplant go? I think it was like Sesame Street or something, and there was these marbles rolling through this track system, and it was set to the melody of this counting. It was to teach you to count, and there's just this really earworm of a melody.
Can't say that I remember that episode.
Which is funny because this person is significantly younger than I am, and they recall it. I'm like,
Come on, out of the way.
another amorphous.
Nope.
Just weird how some things get carried over to the next generation and are picked up, while other things that you'd think were obvious were not.
Yeah.
But the abstract, weird outliers are the ones that are shared.
Here it comes.
Nope. This poor bastard. I feel sorry for this Vulgus commander. I really do.
In the moment he steps out, nuke from orbit.
He wasn't even rezzed.
Yeah, I wasn't even participating in that one, which is funny.
He was not even rezzed at that point. I didn't even see the red ring. I just slammed and killed him. Good launch point from up here.
Yeah. It's just like his existence gets reversed on a molecular level.
Groundhog Day all over again. Instant replay. Let's see that again. Oh, Serena will like just stand here and just do. Then she looks back over her shoulder at her camera like, what's up?
Come on, out of the way.
Come on.
I wonder if the odds change depending on how many people are in the group.
I don't know.
I mean, all the loot is independent, so I guess it probably makes it that nothing would change.
He did a backflip.
I give him a 3. He didn't stick the landing.
Try a barrel roll. Press B to shoot. Or if you really want to go back to the old Super Nintendo days.
Yeah.
Come on, get lost.
Amorphous material.
Nope. Do a kickflip.
Cha-cha slide now, y'all. Do it again.
Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Reverse, reverse.
I was doing it with my character. I was wondering if you're gonna notice a pattern. Amorphous. Got one.
No. Still not. Reverse, reverse. Have you ever heard the trying to remember what they actually call it. The chop chop slide. Not the cha cha slide, the chop chop slide.
Not that I'm aware of.
It's done by Insane Clown Posse, and it's a make fun of the cha cha slide.
Amorphous material.
Nope. But instead of like, you know, slide to the left, slide to the left, slide to the right, one hop this time, it's going through stuff like everybody, I want everybody to think that they got a redneck. Everybody's a redneck, and everybody gonna do-si-do. You kind of like do-si-do and dance and everything. And they talk about, I want you to picture that you got 2 9mm, one in each hand. And what you're gonna do is point those 9mm to the sky.
Amorphous.
What
the fuck?
And it talks about, you know, we juggalos, we all family in here. So I want you to look to the person on your left, to your right, in front of you, behind you, and say, "What's up, man? What up? Hey, what up? Yo, what up? Hey." It's got a really good beat, and it's really good when they do it at concerts because the whole crowd gets into it. Into the light.
Get out of my way.
Nope. They give her like one line because it talks about one thing that juggalos are never afraid to do is they're never afraid to cuss. So I want you to open up that window and let the curses fly. And then it goes through like a whole line, a whole string of obscenities.
Out of the way.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
There's 3, I think. It was done as a specialty song when they released the 7th Joker's card, the culmination from the original 6 dropping. It was they were supposed to summon the final demon, Bang Pow Boom, which is the living embodiment of a nuclear explosion.
Seems legit.
There's 4.
Shape stabilizer.
They released, or no, it wasn't Bang Pow Boom. It was.
I'm very pro obscenity, at least in vocabulary.
It was either Bang Pow Boom, because I know Bang Pow Boom had 2 different versions, or it was the Mighty Death Pop, which had 3 different versions. I want to say it was Mighty Death Pop, but each one of the 3 versions had a different specialty song on the end of it.
Let's end this.
Nope.
We've got another person here. Oh, this is bad. Oh, Ivy's leaving? Okay.
Oh, they're running off. I think Ivy's that Vivaldi, isn't it?
I don't know, but that would make sense that they're in the area because they've been farming that mechanics reactor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to get down now. I figured out a good rhythm. I hit him first with the chain lightning, then I do the AoE blitz, and then I'll trigger my Z alt to work on the boss.
Take this.
Amorphous.
Nope.
Cora's out there being a good boy, collecting my loot.
I really gotta finish the fucking fellow.
He's a fine fellow. That he is. Are you actually crashing onto the ground?
Mm-hmm. Nothing. I think we scared church off.
He's like, I can't get a shot in edgewise. Let me start it really quick and let's see how much I can damage with this setup. Okay, that answers that question.
Ow, 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 ow. Hope he's still up. I say, why is he not spawning? Yeah, he's still up. Die.
Amorphous! Damn it!
Nope.
Come on, man! Let's go! Collect those!
Tell the game, not me.
At least you'll listen. You can't comply, but you can listen.
I'd have been done with this if it was up to me.
Mm-hmm. I see you. Damn.
This is where it ends.
Nope.
Nope. Yes, I know my modules are full.
Surprised mine aren't. But I do a lot of the combinations often. There's 3 or 4.
Okay.
I've lost count.
We need one more
There's
then.
a gap between them. He did a kickflip.
Another amorphous material. Good God.
Nothing. Nada.
All right, I'm gonna let you handle this one. I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hide.
Mm-hmm. Why? It'll be dead before you are.
Nice. Just when I come back.
Only took 4 more while you were gone. I don't think that's a Balby Ivy. I think that's a Haley. Free materials. Give me something good.
Don't want to get lost.
Blue Beetle. Ow! Fuck!
Get out of my way. All like this.
That last fucking orb would not go down.
First
You
aid
have
all
my
done.
thanks.
Clairvoyance.
Here it comes. Into the light.
Stop it. How did you survive that?
Let's
Dick.
end this.
Crystallization catalyst.
It would probably help.
Do what? You broke up.
I said it'd probably help if I was unmuted. I was like, why is he starting it? I asked him to hold on a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Okay, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I hit 40, so I'm going to throw a crystallization catalyst on another module. I need a
Clairvoyance.
Okay.
I didn't
that's
start
a
this one.
higher level one. I don't know anything about it. Have you ever heard of small land?
Yeah. I have it actually.
What-
Florian has it too.
What is it?
Clairvoyance. So, kind of like grounded, but you're like, instead of being shrunk,
Grounded but serious is how they described it.
yeah, instead of being shrunk kids, you're like a small fey creature, basically.
Okay.
You can tame the insects, the animals, stuff like that. You build your bases. So kind of like Grounded and Ark had a baby, but instead of dinosaurs and shit, you're dealing with wasps and scorpions and spiders and It's actually a lot of fun.
Oh.
I don't have any more.
Another blue beetle. Alright.
But yeah, it's actually a really fun game. I play it on occasion.
We did a grounded playthrough, Talos. So I have a slight reference then of what the game is like.
Still can't wait for Grounded 2. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Florian was talking about that as well. It says it was on sale.
Yeah, it's one of the ones on sale right now. Nope. I think the code will be the one we have to do a Colossi for.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the one we got to do a Colossi for.
I guess that makes sense.
This is going to work.
Nope. Do. There's one. Need to continue my Mass Effect trilogy run through too and get it done before the fourth one comes out.
I've got to decide whether I want to do. No, I think it is the one. I think when I am done with Horizon, I'm going to do a streamed Cyberpunk playthrough with all the new mods and expansions and everything, all the updates.
I think it's on sale this week too. There's two. If I still had people that would do it, I'd love to stream and run through the Watch Dogs series again.
Yeah, 2077. I've played through it non-streaming. Again, I was playing that before I was streaming, but with Liberty City and all that other additional content, vehicle combat, all that.
Yeah.
It should be quite a different experience in that regard. This playthrough, I'm gonna end up playing as a male V because Pan Am, definitely Pan Am.
Yeah. Couple of days we can go back to Mecha Break.
I know. What is that? Like the 7th?
The first.
The first.
Yeah, when I looked the other day on Steam, it said 7-1.
Okay. Well, that'll be a nice replacement for Steel Hunters, since that game is so freaking jacked.
Unstable. Yeah.
I wanted to like that, but when the game can't run stably, I'm not gonna waste my time. That just took all the fun out of it.
To me, it's not even just the stability issues. I mean, I like the game. It's an interesting concept, but it's the fact that it's always the same, like, 2 maps.
Shape stabilizer.
I've yet to get one of those.
I have not seen Edge Runners. I've heard it's supposed to be really good. It's got a sad ending. But I also don't have Netflix currently, so
I'm interested in this new Mass Effect 4, how they're going to continue that. Considering most of the options at the end of, there's another one, what is that, 4 now? Most of the options at the end of the third one that you go through kill Shepard.
Oh, really?
So, but they're doing a fourth one now, and the trailer that it showed was the Normandy landing on like this ice planet, and you could tell from like the silhouettes that were coming out of it that it was like Garrus and Liara, Joker, and it shows Liara walk over to this mound of snow and kneel down and pick something up, and when she lifts it up and brushes it off, it's a shoulder plate from Shepard's N7 armor. So she's out looking for Shepard again. But I mean, they've already done it once. Like, he actually, technically speaking, died in the second, or before the second game. Because in the second game, the Shepard that you're running is not the original Shepard. He's a Cerberus clone. Because that's where you get the Normandy SR2. Because Cerberus created that one.
I have not made hardly any headway in Mass Effect 1. It is so clunky and awkward, and I get lost just trying to negotiate the main space station. It's just like, I'm gonna have to make a map to get around here.
Yeah, now, the original Citadel was a little, I don't know, the design of the original Citadel was way too clunky. There's another one, I think that's 5, I think.
Did you check?
That's what I'm doing now. Might help if I open the right menu. Instead of library, go to the consumable. What is material? 92. Yeah, that's fine.
Amorphous materials. They're what is used to unlock some blueprints that you have to get through the RNG in order to accomplish. Another amorphous. Did you have 5?
Shape stabilizer. Yeah, I've got 5.
Sweet, let's go. So each of the Descendants take 4 parts to fabricate them.
Technically 5.
4.
Because you've got.
It's
I guess it
3
is 4.
individual things
3
that you
and
have
then-
to research the individual part, and the 4th one is the ultimate code or whatever. And then each of those individual sections, except for the ultimate code, requires fabrication through parts. And it's those blueprints that we are going for. The resources, there's like 4 resources needed in order to pull it off. So it's like 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like more than half a dozen, or more than a dozen different either reagents, materials, and then blueprints, and then you put them all together and unlock a new character for your gameplay.
And it takes like, what, 12 or 24 hours to do
The full
materials.
Descendants for the ultimates are 3 days, 36
So I know
hours.
the base
30
material
36
is
hours.
like 12.
So So there is a time gate.
Blue Beetle. I guess 12 hours per, like, the stabilizer, the cell.
And then 36 hours
And then-
for the
Yeah.
ultimate.
Like,
Final fabrication.
yeah.
It's final form!
It's very similar to Warframe in that aspect. That motherfucker just nuked me.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's very similar to Warframe.
Have you ever played Warframe, Tal?
Revival
I
complete.
shall repay you.
Blue Beetle.
Clairvoyance. Not clear speaking, clairvoyance.
I haven't used my fucking stabilizer that I got, damn it.
That sucks.
There's no getting away.
Tried it on Switch, but made your head spin. Yeah, that
Switch
is a game that
not
I
a-
will not play unless I am crazy. I tried it, and it gives me motion sickness watching the high-performing players.
Clairvoyance. Switch is
Clairvoyance.
definitely not a platform. Switch or phone, because you can do it on iOS as well. It's not a good platform
Experience.
for Warframe. Because the screen's so small.
The details whiz by so fast.
Steel part.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to hurt.
Ow! Did not even give me a chance to get resurrected. It's just like, screw you in particular.
Blue Beetle. Come on.
Clairvoyance. But there's a number of MCM members that are heavy into Warframe. I'm just not one of them.
I just like it because it's another one of those games that everything in the game can be gotten free. You don't have to put money into it unless you really just want to.
Blue Beetle. How many do you have left?
Clairvoyance, that was my last one.
Yeah, I tried Destiny. It felt like they were trying to pull for the WoW crowd, but WoW was better. At least
I
at the time
love
that I tried Destiny.
I prefer Destiny 2 over Destiny until they
It's
really
2.
started.
What he's
fucking
talking
the other
about.
one.
I don't know anybody who plays Destiny 1.
I played it, and I mean it was fun, but I prefer Destiny 2 until they started killing off all the good characters, and you're like, what the fuck?
Cade.
Yeah,
And they
you
brought
killed
him back.
for a short amount of time. He get to stay.
I was like, I get why they created this. They're trying to appeal to the WoW people or refugees, but it didn't do the job well enough that I didn't want to just still then play WoW.
Well, it started out trying to, as a project to bring the Halo crowd in. But it really ended up being very similar to both
My shield. Tammy.
Halo and WoW combined. And then it became its own beast because, you know, Bungie. But once, because originally there was two companies. It was like Bungie. Was it Bungie and
343.
EA or Bungie and Ubisoft? Or no, it wasn't 343. Well, I mean Destiny. Halo was Bungie and 343. But Destiny was either Bungie and EA or Bungie and Ubisoft. But one of the other ones pulled out, and it was left to just Bungie. There's one, And that's when it really heavily started its decline. A second, I'm gonna pull up your stream so I can see what Tal's saying.
Another amorphous.
Not for me. But I enjoyed both. I enjoyed Warframe. I enjoyed Destiny, Destiny 2. I want to get back into that Bloodlines or Vampire Masquerade Battle Royale. That was actually kind of fun.
Stare into the light. It's so beautiful.
Oh, I love her fucking Constantine references. Into the light. She really needed to finish that full line. Just into the light, I command thee. What are they talking about? I need to look that up. I can't remember if it's already out or they were talking about doing a Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I heard that the approval's already gone through.
Yeah, because he stated during an interview that if there was any character that he had played that he'd like to go back and play again, it would be Constantine. There's another one. I think that's 3.
Sweet. I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this session. I'm amazed that I was able to get that final piece for Ultimate Gley. I have burned my luck for the next God knows how long. I'll be helping Draconus try to get the rest of his and try to get it so he is able to get it into development as well. On that note, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to probably be continuing to play some more, but we're already a bit long in the tooth. Have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next stream. Take care.